Hello, I'm Richard Kasubi, and I'll be covering Objective 11.1, Apply the three-step writing process to persuasive speeches. Before we get things started, I'd like to give some examples of persuasive speeches and topics that might pop up. Persuading someone to reduce their carbon footprint might be one. A second, something I do in my line of work, capital expenditures, convincing your leadership to invest in capital that might help future production rates or maybe even improve quality. And a third, there's a lot of these going on right now with a whole lot more to come over the next 18 months or so, political speeches, politicians trying to convince you to vote for them. The 3 steps to persuasive speeches consist of planning, writing, and completing. Remember, in planning, without good planning, your message might be missed. In the writing stage, you always want to encourage a positive response. In completing, make sure you've matched the purpose and organization to your audience needs. Let's look at the planning stage for just a moment. Analyzing the situation. Make sure you're clear about what you really hope to achieve. Gathering information. Gather the information necessary to create a compelling, persuasive message. The more information that you have, the better. You can always reduce and filter out as you get through the completing stage. Selecting the right combination of medium and channel. This might be the most important part of your speech. Are you dealing with a positive, excited group, or are you dealing with a skeptical group? The direct or indirect approach will make all the difference in the world in your speech. And finally, organizing your information. Focus the message on one central problem or opportunity. In the writing stage, establish your credibility up front. Make sure they understand that you know what you're talking about. Understand and respect cultural differences. As stated in previous presentations, know your audience, study their culture. Make sure you don't put anything in your speech or presentation that can be offensive to somebody from a different culture. Be sensitive to organizational changes or cultures. I deal with this a lot. I deal with a lot of different organizations. Every organization is different in how they operate, and I have to be flexible in how I deal with them. Use positive and polite language. Our book states, positive language usually happens naturally with persuasive messages because you're promoting an idea, a plan, or a product you believe in. In the completing phase of your persuasive speech writing, judge your argument objectively. Do not overestimate your credibility. Revise for clarity and conciseness, and ask an experienced colleague who knows your audience well to review your draft. Get that feedback from an outside third party that might be able to help you put little inflections on words, maybe some different pictures, and be able to help you along and give you those little tips and advice to help you through those speeches. And make sure your design elements complement and don't detract from your argument. An airplane next to flowers isn't really going to complement each other, so make sure they all match up. In summary, be prepared. The better prepared you are, the easier it's going to be for you to answer any questions that might pop up during your speech. Be positive. Remember, you're speaking to something that you believe in, or a plan or idea that you want to get pushed through. Make sure your message is clear and concise. Leave as little to the imagination as you possibly can. Know your audience. And finally, believe in the end item. If you believe in it, you can, and are positive and prepared, you'll be able to cascade that out to your audience and have a better time persuading them to believe in what you believe in as well. That covers Objective 11.1. I'm Richard Kasubi. Thank you.